Ah, a new face, and dare I hope, a willing pair of hands. The Fat Chocobo is a demanding mistress, and we are too few to keep her on her feet. Might I persuade you to deliver a meal or two to souls in need of sustenance? For your trouble, I can offer you the contents of my strongbox and my enduring gratitude.
I'll see why not.
I don't see why not.
Marvelous. And who exactly do I have the honor of addressing?
Clive.
Delighted to make your acquaintance, Clive. I'm Kenneth, and mine are the weary shoulders upon which the weight of this fine establishment rests. Now, I have 3 hungry customers awaiting their victuals. Take these if you would, and be careful, they're hot.
Prioritize quest. Let's go for it.
Oh, meal.
Alright,
How has it been?
number 1.
Your food.
I was hoping it might be. Well, doesn't this look fine? Thank you, lad. You're new, aren't you? Kenneth's running you ragged already, I expect, the old rascal.
Well, he did say he'd give me something for my trouble.
And so he should. We're not slaves anymore. Well met, lad, and keep up the good work.
Cool. So, basically, waiting tables is a side quest. Dope.
Here.
Oh, my thanks. I hope you do not think me lazy for waiting to be served like a lord. Only my former master did not use me kindly, you see. You left me half lame, truth be told. But Sid took me in nonetheless. Well, the hideaway is the home I never knew, and a mighty fine one at that.
Oh, the cat's being
You think he'd have time for a nip with old
being silly now. What are you doing, son? Gonna go knocking stuff over, or pausing my recording or something wacky like that? Oh, plays bowl.
Well, well. There's so much more to farming than just seeds and soil.
Your food.
Just a moment. I need to finish this. I won't be a burden. I'm of no use to anyone as I am, but maybe if I can master this.
All right, but see that you eat it before it gets cold.
Of course. Thank you.
That's the last one. I'd better let Kenneth know.
So he's, you know, he's kind of. I'm making some parallels between, and you know, I only have, you know, a couple of other Final Fantasy games to compare this to, but there's some parallels that I see to Cloud from 7, and it's that it's not necessarily that he has this kind of like too cool for school attitude, but he has this attitude like, oh, I'm not even gonna be here for a little while, but you know, he's still doing these seemingly minuscule tasks as someone who was you know, someone who was previously a lord and who was even after that a soldier, sitting here, you know, doing stuff like fetching wood, waiting tables, and you know, certainly not to the same extent of like Cloud being like, I'm too cool for this stuff, but he does seem like he's doing things genuinely to help, even though he is out loud saying, hey, I'm not going to be here for very long. But I think that as these side quests kind of progress, and then the story between him and Sid and some of the other people in the hideaway, I think as that progresses, he's going to have something of a change of heart.
All done, I presume? Splendid.
They were bearers. All 3 of them. Not slaves waiting upon their master's pleasure, but men waiting to be fed like equals.
Indeed. Equality is the very cornerstone upon which our little community is founded. Beyond these walls, We are scorned as slaves, speaking only when spoken to, eating only what scraps our masters deign to give us. The first hot meal here is the first many will have known. In the hideaway, we are free, truly free to speak as we please, when we please, and to eat what and when we desire. More than reason enough to trust in Sid's vision, wouldn't you say? Now, I promised you something for your trouble, did I not? The contents of my strongbox are yours to do with as you will. Thank you, Clive. Do come and visit me again, won't you?
Quest complete. Ooh, good. More Wyrite. Good. Countless treasure coffers lie in the realm just waiting to be plundered. If you find one, don't hesitate to kick it open with X and reap the bounty. Go on, no one's looking. Badge of metal. What does that do, I wonder? I think that must be a gear. Okay. Strength of a city is defined by the guard that mans its walls. The strength of a city guard is defined by the pride in their hearts and the laurels on their breast. This badge provides its wearer with one of the two. Increases defense by 10. Okay, that's pretty cool. Good. So we do get accessories that we can add that do not add this you know, that kind of I don't want to say cheating, but that easy element to the game. We kind of actually have like a bit of a, but it is kind of cool that they kind of build in the easy mode into the game. Anyway, this is another one of those things that makes Clive a likable character. At least I think, in what I've observed so far. And it's that, you know, you kind of had his, son, don't you my boy. Oh, he's over here knocking stuff over. Goodness gracious. Where was I? Oh yeah, you saw even when he was in his flashback of 13 years ago, despite being raised as a lord, and you know, I mean, his father seemed relatively humble too, but we didn't, you know, we only had a few examples of that. His mother, polar opposite, very much in the oh, we are royalty and therefore are better sort of thing. That was kind of her mentality, whereas, you know, his father seemed to have a little bit more of a humble attitude. At least you think. Based on what you saw from him. Clive seems to have adopted that. He didn't have the, you know, when he was speaking to the slave, that I thought was the guy who just came into the hideaway. Even when he was speaking to him, you know, he was like, hey, don't bow, stand up. Don't, you know, you don't need to do that. And then when he was talking to the guy who, presumably was his own owner, the slave owner, he said, be sure to it that he is God, what was it that he said? I don't remember what he said, but he said something along the lines of like make his like suffering minimal or something like that, or not even minimal. It was just like make sure he's doing well. You know, refused to kind of, you know, even though he had like messed up his task, which was carrying those apples, he ended up dropping one, and, you know, Clive was like, no harm, which is, he was only 15 at the time, and that was, very, very mature of him, because, like, you'd think that even someone younger, especially someone who had grown up in that sort of environment, would have been, you know, maybe a little less polite about the ordeal, but, not Clive. So I think that makes him a little bit, more likable of a character. Now, granted, you know, we are playing as him, and it would be kind of hard to root for him if he was, you know, like, berating slaves, you know, in the beginning of the game. It would be, you know, make it a little hard to root for him, you know. I mean, granted, there is always room for character development, but it seems like that's happening in other ways to Clive. You know, you'd also have to think, what sort of, you know, shift did he have? I mean, he didn't seem like a, you know, a total pushover when he was a kid either. Like when he was 15, he knew his duty and he knew what he was supposed to do, and he exemplified strength in a way that you wouldn't imagine someone so young to do. But you would also have to imagine he's in, you know, he grew up in this kind of royal background, and he became a slave after that, you know, so it's like that had to be a drastic shift in what he was accustomed to, and possibly, I don't want to say, no, I will, it probably hardened him in a way, which, you know, as I said, was probably, like I said, he wasn't a pushover before, he wasn't just some whiny little rich kid, who demanded luxury. So, you know, you have to wonder what that experience was like for him. All right, let's go talk to Charon now, because that's now our main quest line.
Supplies for my journey to Lostwing. Otto said you could provide them.
What's that? Does the newcomer think it proper to make demands of a poor old matron before even introducing himself?
It's Clive.
Well, Clive, I hear that dog is yours. Since he followed Sid home one night, I've seen to it that his chin's rubbed and his belly fed. Though I suppose that's your job now. Unless you lose him again.
I won't. Not again. Thank you for watching him.
So, were you gonna buy something? What? You didn't think I'd shower your lordship with my hard-won wares while you swagger about with a pocket full of gil? Life doesn't work that way, lad. Now, let's see some coin.
Good lord, these cats. Both consumable items and gear can be purchased at shops around Valisthea. Shop stock changes as the story progresses, so be sure to check in frequently. Cool. Alright, so how much gil do I have? I don't see my gil anywhere. I do not. Okay, there it is. 1016. 1016 gil. Okay, so I can purchase this weapon, or I can craft it. So that's kind of cool. This will up my strength and I think that second skill is stagger. Yeah, it says so down there at the bottom. So that'll up my my attack strength and my stagger by 5 each. So that's probably worth purchasing.
Hey, better I'll be here.
Equip it. There we go. Cool. Already have the iron bracers because I crafted them. Oh, actually. Huh. Wonder why those are those more because I crafted them? Because they're 3 points more than the iron bracers that I can purchase. So I wonder if items are stronger when you craft them. That's kind of cool.
That's all.
Why, you've barely a gil to your name. You're taking his side now. And after all I've done for you. All right. All right, I can make an exception. But just this once, mind. My stores are getting cluttered and I need to make room for the next shipment.
Thank you.
Thank me? Thank your dog.
Alright, cool. So, got to have a little chat with Charon. Apparently she's been the one who's been taking care of our dog while we've been enslaved for 13 years. I wonder if that's how long he's been here. I guess it didn't really say how long Sid's Sid's been taking care of him. Well, the Aret Stone. The Aret Stone is now accessible. This customizable virtual battle escape provides Clive a safe location to test out new abilities and train against all manner of enemies. Additional options will become available as Clive progresses through the story. Okay, let's see what we got here. Because I do have... Hold on, let me take a look here, see what kind of abilities I have. Okay, there's the precision dodge. Heat wave. Alright, summon a projectile, dispelling wall of liquid flame. How do I do that? How does that work? Summon a fire wing. Okay, so that's rising. You have to equip the abilities. Right? So attributes. Okay, so that's Rising Flames, and then R2 and Triangle is Scarlet Cyclone. Okay, let's try it. That's pretty cool.
That's enough.
Is he gonna hit me? Invincibility, regen, burst timing, recast timers. Enemies will attack. Enemies will not lose HP. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. You gonna attack me? Whoa! What was that? That was sick. Why won't he attack? I thought I pushed enemy attack. No damage is, let's do that. No damage is taken. Recast timers. Yeah, we'll leave those on just cuz that no we won't, because we're just trying to learn. Okay, are you going to attack me yet? Come on. Hit me. Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me. There we go. I wish they would attack more, actually. Like, because this guy is not, like, attacking at all. Trying to get this dodge timing exactly right. Okay, come on, do it again.
Not this time.
Okay, precision dodge. There we go. Let's see if we can do a... Ah, okay. Let's try this again. Come on, hit me. Darn it. Alright, now I want to know how to do a punish. Like on purpose.
Stay down.
Is it like holding circle?
It's over.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what it is. trying to figure out air combos too.
Stay down.
Ho ho ho. Okay. We'll call that good. And training. So that's kind of cool, that as you progress, you can kind of learn your abilities, which is good. Because I was not 100% sure how to do a lot of these.
You all done?
Leaving already, are ya?
It's you I'll miss the most, Lady Charon. It always is.
Don't stop you going, does it?
This should be fun.
Right.
Alright, use the world map to instantly travel to previously unlocked locations. New locations are unlocked by progressing through the main story or discovering waymarks known as obelisks. The world map will open automatically upon leaving an area, but it can also be accessed at any time via the main menu. Okay. Make for Greatwood. Okay. So, yeah, this is all we can do right here, I believe. Shop. Redstone. Forge. Inaccessible. I can't access the infirmary. The 1,000 Tomes. Actually, let's go up there real quick. Wrong side. I didn't get to check that one out. Or is that what that is? Orchestrion. 1,000 Tomes. Oh no, it's that guy who is reading, I think, right? I keep trying to sprint too. I keep trying to like hold down L3 and sprint. Oh no, this one. Wizened man.
Yours is not a familiar face. Are you new to the hideaway, perchance?
You could say that.
Well then, allow me to welcome you. I am Harpocrates II Hyperboreus.
That's,
Quite a mouthful, I know. Which is why everyone here has taken to calling me simply Tomes, on account of the company I keep. And what varied company. I'm a collector, you see. Not of bijou and baubles, but of stories. The history and culture of these isles have ever been a source of endless fascination to me. But alas, my days of wandering the realm in search of new tales are far behind me. And so I've taken to sharing that which I've gathered with all who might listen. Perhaps you would care to listen.
View the 1,000 Tomes.
Some new entries, if you would like
The
to.
1,000 Tomes is a comprehensive compendium of Valisthian lore. I keep pausing at that because I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Covering everything from basic terms to important persons, geography, and history. New information is constantly added as Clive progresses through the story. Past active time lore entries can also be viewed here. Okay.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
Clive tells. Okay. Oh, that's
What
cool.
subject shall we consider today?
Persons of interest, dominant, icon, bearer, Battle of Nysa, the Deadlands, Sid's Hideaway. Okay. Dominant. Those within whom sleeps the power of an icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can not only cast elemental magics without a crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honored, worshipped, and feared the realm over. Okay. Related topics. Priming. The act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strengths of their icons to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in control of the icon even when primed. On occasion, a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. Okay, so that's what happened to that's what happened to Joshua. Okay, magical beings of godlike strength who dwell within human hosts known as dominants, only emerging when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist. But as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. So, yeah, that's one we know to be false because we've seen 2 fire icons. And I'm still pretty sure that, Clive is,
You are always welcome, Clive.
Ifrit. At least that's just what I think. Cool. We, so yeah, we haven't made it, very far. We did a little bit of side questing, exploring the hideaway. This was all pretty cool. However, it is, getting to be about that time, where, I'm gonna need to stop recording. So I think we'll go ahead and call it here, for the day. And I will, pick back up probably sometime tomorrow with some more recording. Probably won't do nearly as much tomorrow. I say that and then I'll probably end up getting hooked on it again, but anyway. We will call it right here. It's been a good session so far. I think I've got a total of like 4 hours of footage entirely, and yeah, it's been pretty cool. I'm glad we're kind of entering into the more gameplay heavy segments of the game. It's been really good thus far. That first bit of story was just really, God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just great. It's really great. It sucked to witness. It was just like, oh my God, everything is terrible. This is all horrible. But man, as the as a story, this game is very good. Gameplay is a lot of fun too. I will say something that I keep forgetting to mention. The voice acting in these games has ramped up. These are so much better than you know, previous games. Like this one, I mean, it is probably one of the best voice acted games. And then, you know, that's pretty evident in Final Fantasy VII Remake as well, that the voice acting is really picking up. You know, you think back to the old ones like, you know, Final Fantasy X, which was the first voice acted Final Fantasy, which was still to me very spectacular, like amazing game. It is probably one of my favorites, but even then, it's still, you know, the voice acting pales in comparison, I think, to the voice acting that I've seen so far in this. Not that the other was bad, but it did have its moments, and you know, it's to be expected when you know, you kind of introduce a new characteristic like that into a game, especially like because that's a huge step to take from all text based to all voice acted. It's very, very different. Anyway. So, enough of me gushing about this game. We'll go ahead and stop here, and we will pick back up with Clive and Sid's adventure for the Great Wood.